ranking all of the Overworld themes in the Persona series 1 to 5. Yep, I'm not leaving none of y'all out of this. And you might look at this list and be like, wait, Meta, wait, hold on. You have Butterfly Kiss, Polonium Mall, Layer Cake. Why? I put those on there because those are technically still Overworld themes, but they only play in certain locations. So dungeon themes, not included. I even went through the trouble of making my own icons for this. Enjoy the video. For those that stick around throughout the video, don't worry, I got a surprise for y'all. Y'all gotta watch to know the surprise. Hey, keep watching, you gonna know it. We started with my personal favorite Persona game, Persona 4. Hey, let's go. First one we started with, Heartbeat Heartbreak. Even just the way it starts off, it's just like, okay, just you got a vibe going on. And then the music comes in. Y'all can see how much I already love this song. You probably have a feeling of where I'm gonna put this. So different, like. I even messed up the lyrics because it's such a good song already. And the pace it goes, I really like the pace it goes. Like the 1 2 1 2 3 4. I like that a lot. It makes you really get into it. Not to mention the vocalization part of it in response to the actual melody in the background, super good. And this is one of those songs to where although the composition of it isn't too difficult, but it's still very rhythmic enough to keep you interested the whole time so it doesn't get boring. If you can see yourself going through the country, just listen to this on the radio. I'm sorry, y'all can tell I love this song. These spots probably aren't going to be definitive. Things are probably going to be changing as I go through it. And such a simple concept in its foundation just makes it super nice. So Heartbeat Heartbreak, actually, you know what? I think I could justify putting Heartbeat Heartbreak into the masterpiece tier. Just so well done. And next up we have Your Affection, another really good one. So definitely a different vibe from Heartbeat Heartbreak off rip though. It almost gives you like the almost like the thought of like door chimes, but the whole, and then just trickles down like that. What you wept for day after day, yeah. Ooh, it seems like it does that a lot. So some high and then goes down like a trickle effect. This one keeps a similar beat throughout the whole thing, but it's such a good beat in the background that they can add in the different layers of the vocalizations, different tones, and just changing day after day, yeah. And then the explosion at the chorus, oh, just so good. Gets you wrapped up in it the whole time. You're like, wait a minute, where was I going in Inaba? Where? And the chorus of this one is definitely a lot different from Heartbeat Heartbreak, but it still hits. It still hits. A hero. Yeah, man. Oh, man. I can't even really say throwback anymore because Persona 4 is still lively. Atlas don't ever let Persona 4 die. Yu Narukami is their child. That is their golden boy. Definitely a banger. Definitely a banger. I don't think I could justify putting it on Heartbeat Heartbreak's level being a masterpiece, but so close. I think so close to good. And then the third in the trio, Signs of Love. This is a mixture of the techniques that Heartbeat Heartbreak and Your Affection takes into account. Yeah, it really takes into account kind of like the full song version of Your Affection rather than kind of like the segmented individual pieces of Heartbeat Heartbreak and combine them into one to justify not having such a bigger lineup of instruments, you know what I'm saying? But it still has moments like that where it just pops just to keep you interested as well, because since it doesn't have the bigger chorus or bigger instruments like Your Affection, it has to have the moments where all the instruments doesn't have explode, because it doesn't have as strong of a fundamental rhythm as Heartbeat Heartbreak does. Like, man, it's so good though still, even then. But I can't justify a masterpiece, and I don't think I could justify it being on the level of Your Affection either. So hey, Persona 4 tracks, hold on, are you decreasing? Are you going down? What's going on here? I'm just playing. Oh, it's Junes time. Hey, we're Nautical, we about to jam out. Dun, 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 dun. The Junes theme is unironically really good. Dun, 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 dun. I definitely prefer the actual full lyrical song version more, but even this instrumental is super nice. Definitely reminds you, it definitely gives you that vibe of of a department store, except absolutely lit. That's why Nautical loves it, because the kids are gonna love that song. I'm not sure what type of instrument this is, but I really like how it has the horns in the background to supplement it. Really gives it some more volume into it. And by volume, I don't mean high or low, I mean like depth to it, like it's a more weight to its beat. Hey, spending 24 hours in Juness, we staying overnight, they ain't gonna catch none of us. Nautical is orchestrating the whole plot. So Juness theme is definitely really good. Definitely really good. Not masterpiece, I can't justify that. Can't justify So Close. Same level as Signs of Love in its own right. Like, it's not a lyrical song, but just because it's not a lyrical song, or at least this version isn't lyrical, doesn't mean it's can't be an absolute banger in comparison to a lyrical song. Not higher than Signs of Love in the banger tier, but below Signs of Love in the banger tier. Next we have Alone. Some people know it as A Sky Full of Stars. This is the one that plays at nighttime when you can go out in Persona 4 Gold. As you can see, even off the rip, it takes a completely different approach. It just really feels like evening, nighttime, just strolling out on the town. You don't know what you may find. Maybe hit up a shop, maybe run into a schoolmate you haven't seen in a little while. But also one that's just like not loud enough to really wake you up. You just need to make a nighttime trip. You just want to vibe out. Very nice. I really like this track a lot. Honestly, I'm probably gonna put it in the banger tier as well, but I'm leaning more towards above Signs of Love because I think just the way this fits so well what it's used for, very good. Not to mention it's one of those tracks that doesn't even need lyrics to really bump to, but it's still more full and tells a story. Whereas the Juness theme is like for a department store and you know exactly what it's for, but this one just like fits the vibe so well. And you could go to sleep to this or just jam to it. It sits right in the middle. Dun, dun, I want to give my thoughts on these, but I also want to listen to these and you guys listen to them too. Even once it starts adding in some of the other instruments to it, it's just like, man, it still has this full depth and volume. So Alone, I'm putting you in the top of banger above Signs of Love. You might be like, above Signs of Loves? What are you doing here? Yes, Fight Me. Omen, this is the one that plays when the fog is really bad in Inaba. From what I remember, this isn't that long of a track, but this gives a really different vibe than some of the other things was. It's really low key and it's just meant to be exactly what it is, an omen, a sign for something else. The way it has, you hear how it has that like almost like really exaggerated like tearing sound effect in the background in addition to the drums. It almost reminds you of like something like you would hear in Pokemon Coliseum, you know what I'm saying? Pokemon Coliseum when you're in the under. It's only for a short period too, so Omen, you don't have really much to you. You're a good track, but I can't really see myself vibing to you. Gotta say no vibes, my boy. Gotta say no vibes. And last and certainly not least, Snowflakes from Persona 4 Gold. And Snowflakes, the Persona 4 Gold exclusives are going around at Christmas time, seeing your friends and all that stuff, saying Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, all that stuff, and really just showing your love to each other. This one, I gotta admit, blows you away when you're, because you get to the point in the game where you're like, okay. We're settling down point before suddenly ramps back up again. Then you get hit with this new track and you're like, oh, I didn't think Persona 4 Gold had much more to show me. Rolling on your face. Hey, did I sing the song? Wind blows away. Yeah, this song is just subtle drums in the background. Really gives you that, I don't want to say bells, but the very occasional piano keys. Ooh, and then the explosion. Well, so it's almost like bittersweet too. Time is still moving on, which is bittersweet in and of itself, but you still show love to it in the end. It's all good things. I'm having too much fun with this. Y'all subscribe if you like the video. I gotta say, this, I'm leaning towards masterpiece tier, not above Heartbeat Heartbreak, just because of how well this fits. And not only that, but the message it really sends, that really bittersweetness. Bitter, time is moving on. You know that always leads to change, but also sweetness, because change isn't a bad thing. You still get to see all your loved ones and family all have a good time and enjoy themselves and grow into better people too. That's what the lyrics all about too. We say farewell, but hey, all the laughter and good times we shared, we'll keep it with us and it lasts inside of us. So Snowflake, it's just too hard, it's just too good. I gotta put it in masterpiece tier. Not above Heartbeat Heartbreak, but Snowflakes, you earned that spot. Oh, we've gone through Persona 4, but we're going back to Persona 1. Some of y'all may not be as familiar with these ones as I am, but hey, maybe y'all hear something new that you like and be like, okay. Starting with City 1 Tranquility. Okay. It just immediately started off. No ramping up. It just immediately starts off. Sounds like a more serious, intentional version of the Juness theme. Not like super department store like Juness, but it has that still like xylophone type style-ish. Yeah, I remember this. Definitely a vibe. I'm feeling it. As you can say, me saying that is why I made this tier in the first place. So not that long of a track. Definitely good. Nothing super special, but it fits. Feeling it tier. That's where you going. City 1 post disaster. When things get juicy. Things get juicy. Okay. Oh, I forgot you hit like this. City 1 post disaster. Okay. The little electronic in the background. Oh, okay. Don't know what instrument this is they're using. Just adding another layer while still having the little electronic keys in the background. Definitely gives you an idea where like a disaster is imminent and approaching, something else going on. You gotta dig it up. It sounds like you're on a mission too, like a secret mission. That's what this reminds me of. And how I like how it really keeps that same rhythm the whole time. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. But yeah, that's nice. I like that. Here's what we'll do. And here's where some of the switch ups come in. I think City 1 Tranquility only okay. I'm feeling post disaster a lot more, but Juness I feel less than City 1 post disaster. This one really fits the vibe of what happens. And it has a little more depth to it, especially when it adds different utilization of the instruments, but the same undertone. City 1 post disaster, I'm feeling you. Top of feeling it to you. First and second award shopping district. Okay. It gives me vibes like City 1 post disaster and City 1 tranquility. The little scratching on the record. Really gritty undertone vibes from this. Oh, the little ad-libs. That is someone about to spit on this? Is that what's gonna happen? Hold on. Honestly, I don't remember all of this part of the track. Okay, this is a lot better than I thought it was. Okay. Hey, you hear that? The left, right, the left. Oh, I like that. That was good. It's how you switch it up in there. Hold on now. I'm feeling this more than City 1 post disaster. This one's really good. This one's really good. Banger tier? Not above Signs of Love. Oh, that's good. Ooh, that's really unsettling. That hits the vibe more than post disaster. This is a banger for sure. Ooh, what was that? Then it goes back again, except they adding more of the scratching this time instead of leading you up to it. They already into it, so they're gonna. Oh man, this is good. I forgot this track hit like this. Honestly, Signs of Love is really good. I think I like this more than Signs of Love. I ain't gonna hold you. I'd be like, man, no, this actually is really, really good. And fits. I forgot this track hit like this. Next we have City 2. So this is when they already get into the more meaty sections, and they got nothing to hide to you. So the base city theme already gives you that unsettling vibe to it. Really like the plucking on the strings there. That's what it sounds like to me, at least. Plucking the guitar string. I'll tell you later what I think actually has the best soundtrack, but Persona 1's soundtrack, all the Persona game soundtracks hit. All of them from 1 to 5, straight up. Okay. This one kind of has a less depth than first and second word shopping district, but it definitely combines tranquility and disaster into like it has a nice balance. The style is just so different. I don't think I'll put you above Juness. Better than okay. City 2 Accident. It gives you that serious, more like almost like countdown type deal. It sounds like almost like what you would hear in like an underwater soundtrack where it has like a bubbling and it's really muffled like that, like almost like sonars too. Alarm bells ringing type vibes. But this one goes on full on the less more impending doom, but more like solemn destruction. Is that an ocarina in there? Oh, that's good. Ocarina is really good at playing the different tones in that aspect. Really, really mysterious, but also almost depressing. Okay, it's revving up some. Ooh, I can feel some emotion behind this one. And given when this plays, yes. Yes, it definitely seems like something you would hear in Majora's Mask Ocarina of Time too, grating at you to do something. City 2 Accident. I'll put you at the bottom of banger tier. Actually, you know what? If there was something in the middle of banger and feeling it, that's where this would go. But next, one of the PSP exclusive ones, School Days. Now this one, if you know, you know. dun, 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 dun. Right off the rip. Dun, 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 dun. I forgot what instrument this is, but it really has a like almost electric kind of like harmonica type vibes to it. It really makes you want to jam out. And the lyrics too sounds like the Persona 3 singer, but I know it's not. Like I said, the names, I know I was told in the comments the names, but off the top of my head, I still haven't memorized them yet. All right. Yo, this makes you feel like, oh, can I have this? Oh, can I just have this? Can you just have this playing in your head whenever you walk in anywhere? You just walking in town, walking in the city, walking up to Walmart or something, or you walking up to class or something, or walking in your house, walking around your neighborhood, just have this bumping. They're going hard. See this electronic thing in the background behind the lyrics? If you would replace this with a saxophone, I feel like that would just step this track up immediately to a masterpiece. But it's almost like an electric harmonica type thing. I don't want to say harmonica, but I can't remember what other type would go with it in harmonica's place. Eyes really gives you a different vibe than the rest of the game, and that really sets you up as like, hey, don't forget, we got jams too. The composition is just so intelligent. It's not stale in how it goes from one section to the other either. It's so smooth. I gotta put you above Snowflakes. For real, that's it. That's just it. I'm putting you above Snowflakes. Masterpiece above Snowflakes. But barely though. Just barely. Let Butterflies Spread Until the Dawn, but I couldn't fit that much on here without the text being super small, so I just put it as Dawn Butterfly. So that's you wondering what it is, that's what it is. This one was really good too. I remember this one vividly. Full on rock style. Oh, I mixed up that part. Oh, the way they. Oh, the chorus flaring up with the music. Oh, the male and female voices. I forgot about that part. After the male and the female voices in there. Like I said, I remember this song vividly, but I forgot where this one plays. This section of the song gives you anime ending vibes in some parts, but also you're not backing down from a fierce battle type vibes too. Oh, it didn't have that there. Okay, switch it up that time. Let the Butterflies Spread Until the Dawn. That's just so close to masterpiece, so close. To me, it's just missing one section where it's just like purely focusing on one instrument and one vocal line. Not better than Your Affection, but you're gonna close off Persona 1. That's what we're looking like. Some of y'all probably been waiting for this, but we moving on to Persona 5. Oh boy, we have some options here of varying levels. Y'all might be very intrigued about my choices for this one. I have an idea. First, Beneath the Mask. Now there are a bunch of different versions of Beneath the Mask, and this isn't my favorite version of Beneath the Mask. My favorite version of Beneath the Mask is actually the Rainy Mood version, because I think it is a better song. But either way, Beneath the Mask in general, I ain't even gonna hold you. Beneath the Mask is a masterpiece. It's so impressive, so impressive. Then honestly, a lot of people were impressed by Last Surprise. I wasn't that impressed by Last Surprise, but I was really surprised at the type of different tones a track called Beneath the Mask would take in its approach to the narrative of the series, based on Joker's situation that it would be. Outpost Masquerade. If y'all don't know, I sung this song. Beneath the Mask, very impressive. When you're listening to the lyrics, you can see exactly why it's saying what it's saying. It really gives you a nice chill vibe that you would expect to see from Persona 5. How it's like, also you might think of something more gritty based on Joker's situation and what the title of it is called, but also you gotta remember, you're trying to lie low, trying to hide yourself, trying to be a good student while you're getting mistreated by all these other people. I'm a shapeshifter in both the metaverse, literally, and also in real life. You gotta put on different masks. Hiding both face and mind. People may judge you as one thing, but you gotta hide your real self. It's too much to hide. Yeah, there's, especially with the way Joker handles the situation, literally changed his mask both in the metaverse and especially even more so when it comes to confidence in reality. And the way this song really sets that tone, it gives you a whole different vibe than what you would expect to see from something called Beneath the Mask. Such a serious and strong sounding track, but it's actually something so much more truthful to it. I gotta say, this is still my personal favorite Persona 5 track, period. Beneath the Mask collectively, I think, is the best Persona 5 track, including the Royal tracks. Next, we have Tokyo Daylight. Oh boy. Funny thing about this song, I'll say this song has liveliness to it, which I really think it fits. I don't know. I feel like this really fit the vibes that Persona 5 has going on in any of the very shifting and transforming tone that it tries to display for Joker. Well, in general, as a track, it's so forgettable. It's so incredibly forgettable. Honestly, I gotta put Omen up one and put Tokyo Daylight right here, right up. The song is so forgettable to the point to where it's just like, every time I heard this playing Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royal, I was just like, what is this song again? The construction is fine, but it's just really boring, forgettable. And when you have something like Beneath the Mask, you always catch yourself singing Beneath the Mask and how well it is constructed, especially with the lyrics and the meaning behind them. But Tokyo Daylight is just like something you blindly listen to. It's as a placeholder. So it's just like Tokyo Daylight, no vibe for me, bro. No vibes. Tokyo Emergency. Okay, let's see how you switched up a little bit more. Okay, this one gives you more of the vibe of like, okay, it's an emergency, yeah, but you can still play it cool, because just like, you know, normal, you still gotta live out your normal days, but you still have something that you gotta pay attention to. This one's good too, definitely better than Tokyo Daylight, but even then, just because they're kind of like synonymous tracks with different tones to them, I can't really say this is much better. Like, I can't even say this is better than Omen. Omen is such a short tracks, but it really gives you that really unsettling vibe, how everybody's gossiping around town about the fog getting worse and worse and thicker. Some people are getting sick. What are the true effects of the fog on people's body? Are you really going to be able to handle and control the situation? You even have dialogue when this plays is going to be different when the fog is around. Tokyo Emergency doesn't really do that. It doesn't really do that. Did y'all think Junetsu was better than these ones? What y'all think? For now, Tokyo Emergency, you're definitely just only okay. Overworld themes ain't one of Persona 5's strong point. Even in general, I'm not really as big on Persona 5 soundtrack as some of the other Persona games, but it's definitely still really good. But so far, it ain't looking too good. Next, we have Butterfly Kiss. Now we're talking. That's that back alley doctor vibes. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. I said, hold on, run it back one more time. What you got for me, talking me? Oh, you got some new medicine in? Wait, I'm not trying to do a clinical experiment. Hold on, you know what? I guess I am down for it. Show me what you got. Oh, it really screams Takumi too. If you know her personality, it screams like it's like a low-key, hard-hitting confidence. Like this one's more low-key, but this one hits hard because it's such a vibe at the same time. More low-key, trying to escape from things, but also at the same time, when you really get invested, you'll see just how serious she is, just how confident she is. Also now, once you go back to the section, kind of like at the beginning, but you have the drums and the cymbals in the background too. It doesn't have its own individual sections or like a full song type thing. It more kind of like has one section, another section, go back to the first section, then the third section, then go back to the one, and then it keeps looping kind of like that because it's mainly meant for her clinic, her menu type thing. So it's not going to be as constructed as wildly as some of the other ones. Butterfly Kiss, definitely a banger. I can't justify putting you in the same place as the Butterfly Spread Into the Dawn or Your Affection or Masterpiece, but banger, you good. Next we have Layer Cake. I'll be honest with y'all not gonna like me for this one. You know what? I'll just be straight up with y'all. I don't like Layer Cake. It's not bad. I don't really like it. It's just like it tries to be funky and really deep and stuff like that, but it's just really kind of unimpressive. When I hear people put Layer Cake and like pop off that Layer Cake, I get so surprised at just how many people love this song. I'm just like, okay. I feel like it does stuff, but none of it is important enough or good enough for me to find myself singing it or really wanting to go and put this track on when I'm working in the background making art for YouTube or stuff like that. But it's just like I don't like Layer Cake, but I don't think I can really justify putting it on the same level as Tokyo Daylight though. So you'll go right here. If it weren't for Tokyo Daylight being so garbage, you would be in the no vibes tier too. So be grateful. Be grateful. Next we have No More What Ifs. Now you might be like, wait a minute, No More What Ifs, does this count? Since it also plays technically in the overworld, just in one location, in one circumstance, why not? You gotta say this track right here. Oh, you come and they go. I would say this doesn't hit like Beneath the Mask does, but I will tell you right now, No More What Ifs is so just barely, it's like almost the same deal as Your Affection, except probably 0.5 point difference as far as how close they are to being a masterpiece track. The way it keeps it like very nice, gentle, it really gives you that super jazz club vibe, especially when you have that woman in the long red illustrious dress come out and just sing and the lights fade around her, but she puts a spotlight on her, that glitter glittery dress to. This song is one of the ones that's so impressive. You can really tell exactly what is going on without knowing where this plays. You know exactly what this is meant to be. Choices, I'm rather proud. Ooh, I know I will change everything because so good. It has to kind of like loop depending on how long you're going to be in there, but it's so deep and interesting at different parts. Even this section right here, you have that same normal beat, but you have someone like almost like having like a piano solo doing their own thing. Just everything else stops and they just do that. That's what this piano is doing. Is it even a piano? It doesn't sound like a piano, or it seems like a piano that was tuned up on its pitch. Like I said, No More What Ifs, so close to being a masterpiece song. Let the butterfly spread into the dawn. You're really good, but you're not No More What Ifs. We got an interesting list going on here. Next we have So Happy World. This is the one that plays in the Overworld during the third semester. You hear that in the background? It has like those like bubbles in it. You hear that? You hear that? That almost kind of gives me the vibe of like how the rest song tries to be more like a trick, almost like how like a barrier. At a single touch, it would pop and everything would be clear again. That's exactly what So Happy World is and what happens when this plays. Yeah, it's a happy world, but is it though? But I would say I can't really put this on the level of Tokyo Daylight, definitely not, or Tokyo Emergency, but I also can't put it on No More What Ifs. And this is one of the ones that, although it's an overall theme, doesn't have that depth of like Beneath the Mask. It kind of starts to repeat a little more closer to how Butterfly Kiss and stuff was. It doesn't have as much variety in symbolism, not because it doesn't have lyrics, but because it doesn't try to identify itself or really try to evolve itself beyond just solely what it is. And I feel like for a track like this and what it's meant for, it should top a feeling tier. Definitely. And with that, we're done with the Persona 5 tracks. Woo! Only 2 left. Innocent Sin. We have Sumaru City. Let's get her popping. And for the Persona 2 ones, I decided I would go ahead and listen to the PSP version instead of the PS ones, because I feel like they're more closer to what they wanted them to be in the first place. Honestly, the rest of the tracks in Persona 2 are just so good that I forgot what the Overworld themes were. Hold up, it's almost like Mega Man Star Force vibes. Oh, I like that one. I like that one pluck at the violin. Oh, what is this? I can't say xylophone. She sounds too high pitched to be a xylophone. Or is it? It's just like the really high keys to it. Almost so close to like a Spanish. It almost gives you like a Spanish music type vibes with the different plucking at the violin strings. I don't even say it's violin. This one's really good though. I'd say this one's definitely better than So Happy World. Actually, you know, I think I can say better than Butterfly Kiss. So Sumaru City, banger, right above Butterfly Kiss. Next we have Sumaru City Zibalaba, also the PSP version. Excuse me. Excuse me for not expecting you to start off like that. Okay, the gritty background. The piano, kind of like the booms in the background. Ooh, what was that? What instrument was that? I forget. What is it? It really sounds super mysterious but intense at the same time. How they have the intense skittering to where it tries to have you like went from a low to a really quick sharp high, almost like Goosebumps. How it like starts off coming at you slow and then the Goosebumps just hits you and then it starts dying down immediately again. Ooh. Oh, this is what I like right here. Ooh. Like they reset itself, keeping that bass undertone, having its own individual section. Also started to incorporate another set of instruments and then try to really give to that depth and build its way back up to a new chorus. Ooh. Who's on the keys? This one's really good. This is really good. I gotta say, Sumaru City Zibalba. Honestly, I think I'll put this one above Signs of Love, to be honest. Still in banger tier. Signs of Love is really, really good. As you can see, it's definitely my least favorite of the 3 main overworld themes for Persona 4, but so many different styles of music all in one. So many different combinations and orchestrations of the music that they all use instead of just slapping them all together. Sumaru City Zibalba, banger, above Signs of Love even, which is pretty big. Eternal Punishment, hey, time for my homegirl Maya. Map 1, 2, and 3. We're going on map 1 first. Iconic, absolutely iconic. You guys aren't familiar with Persona 2? Get on it, man. Get on it. Dun, 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. This seems like it tries to take the type of vibe that Tomorrow City gave it, with kind of like it's more ominous undertone, but still keep like a certain upbeatness to it. But this seems like a full-on song just without the lyrics to it, rather than being just like a theme. Ooh, the solo. Oh man, that's good. Then it starts back again. Yeah. Ooh, starts adding in that guitar on its own again. Just so once it goes back around to that first section, it adds in something else to it, so you keep being on to it. So it's almost like not even a transition, but just like a whole new thing altogether. Dun, 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 dun. I think just how the way this section right here, the high notes, it's almost like they glitter. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. It's almost like the keys they glitter, not just a normal high pitch note, but it's like they have a glittering effect off of them. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like almost like the way they flutter out just makes it super. Ooh, map 1, so close, so close. Bottom is so close, but back close. Leave your suggestion for what type of ranking video that you do next for Persona. Next we have map 2. Whole different vibes from map 1. But it's still, because of how synonymous the tracks try to be, they try to evolve from one another. Almost like a Persona 1 type style, with like a harmonious nature with the vocals. Ooh, see how that means just like goes boom. That gives that dramatic. You hear that? Yeah. When you can really let the piano do most of your work and you just try to support it, you can lift that piano up to something so masterful. Ooh. This definitely screams like Persona 1 right there too. Map 2, I'm feeling you. I'm feeling you. I might do some rearranging here. Map 2, I could put you above Tomorrow City's Abalba right here. Actually, no, I gotta put, honestly, this one is constructed so well because of its nature as an evolution, and it actually strongly making that clear. Alone, you're really good, but map 2, you did your thing. And last but not least, we got map 3. Ooh. Really takes you to a whole different place. It says, hey, remember that piano we had you, almost giving you that eeriness to it? Now you just straight up almost gives you like organ vibes, how deep and dense it is. Took away some of the other instruments as well, just to really focus on just how much it changed in tone. Oh, I like that pause right there, how it just relies solely on the background notable sound effects, like the booms, the clashing, thunder almost, and then just pauses, then boom, right back again. Map 3, you're definitely good. Dang. I gotta say, map 3 fits right over here. Definitely better than Butterfly Kiss and Tomorrow City, but not better than Tomorrow City's Abalba, First and Second World Shopping District alone, map 2, Signs of Love. And then last but not least, we got Persona 3 time. I think Persona 3 is still overall the best Persona game in a lot of things. The strongest in the areas that it should be the strongest. Like, I think Persona 3 has the strongest story. I think it has the strongest soundtrack as well. As good as it could be, but the plot and the message and the characterizations and how they carry the narrative itself are all so strong that even though the pacing may not be that great and some of the other mechanics may not be as fleshed out or polished, when you hit the story, it always hits. And when you hit the parts in between, the bigger story beats, the smaller ones, it really hits. And it takes such an unconventional approach with the dynamic of the team, rather than just being all like friends from start, or just being like teammates becoming friends just because you work together. It really does a really good job of being, okay, your teammates, okay, kind of like acquaintances, are you friends? Are you, what exactly is your relationship? But take it to a point to where you guys start clashing and butting heads, making things uncomfortable or weird or awkward, start to get better, then you clash again, and then it gets to the point to where you all come together and evolve more and more to where you become a stronger team, but you also become actually friends who've gone through the gauntlet. And I think Persona 3's OST definitely capitalized on that fact so well. These are just the Overworld themes. There are other tracks that do such a great job to it as well. Hey, let's get into it, man. We started Want to Be Close. A really good vibe too. It's like a new year, new location, new school. Nothing could possibly go wrong, eh? Want to be close. was. Hey, you guys didn't think I could hold that note that long, did you? I didn't think I could either. Almost gives you that really like, almost like a rock, but also like a, more like a trap type beat to it. It also gives you that solid vocals to it to really blend it all together with the long extended notes into it. I do think some of the parts with the lyrics could be spaced better as far as making another section kind of like right now. I feel like it'll be pretty good, but I feel like it takes a little bit longer for it to come in than it should, but also it's meant to be like a stronger balance. And then you have this part where it starts to hit that point again to where, okay, it's gonna rev up again and then get back to the actual lyrics parts of the song. And that's pretty much the song. And to be close, definitely not one of my more favorite ones. I'll say if the spacing as far as the combination of the lyrics with the actual song, it blends well when it does it, but it doesn't do it enough is what I'm trying to say. Actually, no, I gotta say I like Butterfly Kiss more than Want to Be Close. And I can appreciate the Butterfly Kiss's correlation to where it plays more than Want to Be Close. Polonium Mall. One thing really about Persona 3 soundtrack is it has such a diverse style, but it still keeps at its core like a hip hop and rap type vibe to it. So I gotta say, Polonium Mall is a good one, but I can't say that I like it more than Want to Be Close either. So you might be thinking, wait, we were just bragging about Persona 3 soundtrack. You're into 2 already and they're both in feeling that tier? just wait. It's already got ideas for the rest of y'all down here. It's definitely not forgettable. That's why it's above So Happy World. Just a vibe. The moon reaches the stars. Now this one hits hard. Don't worry, I'll go through it. Like, is it gonna last forever? This gives you like almost like a salsa vibe to it. Over me. It doesn't really have that Persona 3 hip hop and rap type vibe to it, but still at the same time, it's still able to not seem too far fetched from what it tries to go for. It almost seems like a really like a, I don't even want to say dance hall, but it almost has undertones of what a dance hall track would be, but not really. That's why I also gave it like a salsa type vibe to it. At least that's the kind of vibe that I would get from it. Y'all might think I'm tripping, but I'm also thinking about in Persona 3 dancing, the dance that goes with this song is really like a salsa type dance. Like, is it this what lasts forever? I really like how in the background the instruments don't stick to like a certain beat. It's like they're all freestyling based on the lyrics and doing their own thing, but it makes like a really good amalgamation of like a almost like a party, a whole bunch of freedom to it. I like that a whole lot. For the moon reaches the stars, or when the moon's reaching the stars, whatever you want to call it. I would say above Signs of Love, not better than Smart Cities Devalbo or First Sight. Actually, I could put it right here. Might be thinking, wait a minute, only banger and feeling it? Where are the masterpieces? Where they're so close? Changing Seasons? Hey, y'all asked for it. I'm gonna give it to you. Oh, you hear that background? Ay. Take it up. Ooh, they all come in at the same time. Ooh, makes you wanna just dance to it, man. So good. And the name of it, Changing Seasons too. Once that new season come in, new semester of the school year too, it's just something else to look forward to. It's like, hey, I got this playing in my head, in my headphones, even when I go to school, all in class, I can still pay attention. Come on now, here you go. But hit him with that jazz section. Hit him with that sax. Or whatever horn this is. I'm pretty sure this is sax. I don't think it is. It's hard to tell. Oh, it definitely is. Just how you have like kind of like the maracas in the background too. Not maracas, tambourine. That's definitely a tambourine. Oh, the way this song super fit. For those that have played Persona 3, when this song plays, you need this. Shake things up a little bit. It's not even just lyrical too, it's just all vocals, but in a way that's just so hype. You don't even need words, you just need sounds. I love Changing Seasons so much. Definitely a masterpiece. It doesn't have the lyrical aspect of Snowflakes and Beneath the Mask or even Heartbeat Heartbreak, but the composition, the instrumental usage, the constant fluctuations that still keep your interest the entire time, the vibes that it gives you. Okay, no, we're gonna set down a little bit, but you thought it was over? No, it ain't over. Just wait, hold up. We're gonna build our way back up. Stop. Oh, that was the end of the song. Moving on. Iwatodai Dorm. Let's hit him with it. It's a classic right here. This song is very, very good too. Very, very good. Dun, 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 dun. Nah, dog, don't ask me what Lotus Juice, what he was trying to say. I'm great at breaking down lyrics, but when it comes to this song, I don't know what this man was saying, but it sounds good. So, and the actual song's composition is actually still really good. So, this is a vibe too. You're in the dorm room, just woke up. Brand new day. Okay, everybody's sitting in the foyer doing a little sewing, fixing their clothes, a little organizing, chilling in the lobby. So Iwatodai Dorm, definitely a good solid track, one that was sticky even with the ridiculous lyrics and you not knowing what they're trying to say. It's one that's just like, okay, I'm not forgetting this. So Iwatodai Dorm, so I'll put you in the train party. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what this man's trying to say. Definitely a banger, above Signs of Love, Samara Chases about, but definitely up there. Iwatodai Dorm, Living with Determination, Arrangement. That's what we're on now. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Yeah, this song right here, I'm going to play it. Dun, 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 dun. And let me tell you why this song is a masterpiece. Because this takes a song that you've heard throughout the whole game, Iwatodai Dorm, and another song called Living with Determination, one of the more emotional tracks that plays during really emotional parts of the game, whether it be tragic, struggling, and it combines them together to the point to where it's just like a vibe and you can bop your head to it and stuff like that, but you can't help but feel a bit of downcast to it, the depth of the emotion that's tied along to it. And this plays at a point in Persona 3 where everything changes. The characters themselves don't really know what to do, but they're just still trying to go along with their lives, but they can't take away that part in the back of their mind that's just like, what's going to happen? What are we going to do? How are we going to handle this? What are we supposed to do? What choice do we make? And that's really, I think, the song displays too. Just like how I was saying, you have a part where they try to still live the daily lives, but in the back of their mind they know that it's inevitable and they have to do something. The way the song takes the Iwatodai Dorm that you've heard the whole game, it's part of their everyday lives. They're living with determination. It's part of the emotional aspect, only plays in certain scenarios, but it's blended together to where they cannot separate them like they've separated those aspects of their lives before. But it does so much with so little, and given the message of when this plays, an absolute masterpiece. And honestly, I'll put it at the front. If it weren't for how well done the message and story writing in Persona 3 is, this song would not work as well, because there are some tracks, there are a good amount of tracks in Persona 5 that try to do what this song does, but it doesn't work because the characters that push the narrative of Persona 5, as well as the actual narrative itself, don't reach the point to where it can justify a song like this and really speak to the levels that this does. And that's why I gotta say, this definitely at the front of masterpiece. Amazing track. If you guys want to listen to that, Iwatodai Dorm, Living with Determination, Arrangement. Memories of the City. Oh man. Dun, 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 dun. I gotta say, this song as well is really hard to make a song that really, it's one thing to be able to make a song to where it gives you an idea of the setting, like normal what it gives you an idea of the setting, but it's even harder to make a song that screams and tells you the entire story. You know, it's like a song that is like kind of sad, but at the same time it's like, no matter what, you gotta keep pushing on and on. It's like Snowflakes, but without the lyrics, and it does it all through song. Especially when you take into account, for Let's Play Persona 3, when you have the different songs, you have Memories of the City, Memories of School, and then Memories of You, Kimi no Kyoku, for guys to know Memories of You. That's just the final and the third in the arrangement of the Memories songs. For those that play Persona, you know the perspective Memories of You being from Aigis, but you probably didn't notice that Memories of the City is also from her perspective. The Memories of the School is also from her perspective, but it just narrowed it down from Memories of the City and Memories of the School, then Memories of You. Those that know that tone of Memories of You, the you can hear it in this song, but this song just absolutely screams a story through and through and through. You've left the place of almost solitude, like a place you can go back to and always have the same vibes, but then you get to a point in the game where this plays and you can't separate the two aspects of your life with the Iwatodai Dorm song and the Living with Determination arrangement. But now when you go outside of your home base. All you have left is the real version of the world you've been fighting in the dark hour all the time. So no more safe haven of Iwata Die Dome. You completely make a whole new arrangement of memories of the city, to where it's just like you have a whole new solemn and beauty to it of the city that you've cherished and you've been fighting for all this time, still having that worry in there, almost like creeping anxiety. I think Persona 3 has the best soundtrack because of these things. I'm not really sure I can keep some of these on the same level anymore, so I'm going to move it down like this. No, I'll do it like this. Time. Now, for those that saw my Persona Anniversary video, I am definitely more of an FES fan than Portable, but Portable is still an amazing game, an amazing version of the game, especially doing the FMC route. I just prefer FES for a number of reasons. Being able to capture more of the emotional aspect through the cutscenes, a better, more enjoyable overall environment you can walk around in, but some of the Portable has some exclusive moments in it. I forget, I don't know the lyrics of this song as well, so you may try to hear me sing it, but and mess up here, like immensely. This song is really good too. To say hello, I know how you feel beyond your own walls. I'll say time is equal to the moon reaches the stars. I'll put it right here, even though I think these are about the same. Shout out to FMC, by the way, but her songs are very good. Now, if these were the Persona 3 dancing remixes of these songs, boy, that would be masterpiece. And last but not least, Way of Life. I'm gonna tell you this right now, this song, and like I said before, if this was the Persona 3 dancing remix, it would be instant masterpiece. Inside my mind, inside my mind. I gotta say, Way of Life, definitely better than Time. Gotta put it way above all the things in the banger too. The lyrics of the song really speak to the name. You know what I say? The way they're able to balance that and sync it up to the message of the game as well, but in a completely different fashion, in more songs than they already did. Full on respect. I think I'll do it like this. Things since for you, but is it to me? While we listen to this, I'm also going to rearrange this a little bit. Inside my mind of life, of my life. Bassline isn't nearly as strong as some of the other Persona 3 tracks, but the lyrics and the vocals to it, that's all a hit to the point to where it still hits every note. I do feel like there is a bit of volume it's missing. Like if they had a horn in there somewhere, the lower keys of a piano in here, it'd have more volume, because I feel like it's really missing something in this section right here too. And all right, we've made it to the end. This is my rankings of the entire Persona series, 1 to 5, all their overworld themes. That's gonna be it for this video. Let me know what you guys think. Begin the discussion. Again, I'll put a link in the description to this tier list so you guys can make your own. Put it in the comments, share it with your friends, and make your own list there. I made all these panels on my own, so I appreciate if you guys could go ahead and leave and subscribe to the channel. Comment below what type of rankings you want to see me put some work into next. Hey, it's on the 25th anniversary. If you also comment below what you think the 7 new projects are going to be, hit the like button. Stay tuned. My next video is going to be a big one. This iteration of the series, but this one is Persona related. They're not all going to be Persona related, but this one is going to be, you guys are going to want to check that out, especially you Persona 3 fans. For those that stayed this long, hashtag Persona 3 gang in the comments below. So thank you for watching. See you guys in the next one. Persona 3, man, best soundtrack.